for Michigan-based Tape Wrangler, using 3D printing to create, develop, and perfect new designs has changed their business.
The biggest single advantage for us is how fast we're able to perfect new products. When we have a new product that we're developing, the ability to make prototypes fast, overnight, and innovate our designs by the hour, literally, that's what makes the difference for us.
Co-founders Wendy and Rick Steele use their Dimension 3D printer from Stratasys to innovate, tweak, redesign, and create realistic prototypes for their product line of specialty tape and stretch wrap dispensers. The speed of in-house prototyping helps them get products to market faster, while gaining greater acceptance with a product ideally designed for the consumer.
We first learned about the Dimension 3D printers at a trade show, and we're amazed at the technology and how fast and easy it was to produce prototype parts right in our own office.
Prior to going to that show, we had a service bureau that was making some prototypes because we had a meeting with a big box store, big box retailer. And we had written a pretty sizable purchase order for about $30,000 for 58 prototypes that was going to help us with that presentation and then with some other presentations that we had.
We had our products with us. We were able to ask very direct questions about how this Dimension technology would work specifically for us. It was the defining moment. It was a moment where we literally from the trade show floor picked up the phone, called the service bureau that we had hired to build a handful of prototypes for us, and stopped that purchase order because we knew we needed to have a Dimension 3D printer of our own.
We actually went to the presentation of that big box retailer with that product the way it was, and they said, we love the functionality, we love this product, but you really need to make it, consumer savvy and put labels, tell people where the pen is on that tape dispenser, tell them where the knife is, tell them, actually print on there that it's a 4-foot tape measure, because people aren't going to suspect it's kind of hidden away. You've got to tell them what these products have.
We were able with our Dimension 3D printer to take their advice, to completely redesign our product, to jazz it up, to add branding labels and a soft touch handle, completely redesign the shape of it. Within 30 days, we were back with this buyer with not just one prototype, but a half a dozen prototypes completely redesigned, taking into account all of his very good suggestions.
Initially, they had talked about doing just a test in like 50 stores, and then they were so impressed with what we were able to come up with and how we really answered what they wanted that they did a full rollout in over 1,300 stores nationwide.
Stratasys 3D printers and production systems utilize industry-leading fused deposition modeling technology. A thermoplastic filament is fed to the extrusion head, where it's liquefied and extruded along precise tool paths, creating the shape of each layer. Support material is also extruded layer by layer to hold part overhangs during production. Once the part is complete, the temporary supports are easily broken away by hand or conveniently dissolved away in a water-based solution. Bringing the prototype process in-house changed the workflow at Tape Wrangler. Retainer tabs that guide the tape make this gun unique. However, getting those tabs to work perfectly took several redesigns.
We have taken our Dimension 3D printer and produced just the tape retainer tabs in the printer. We've created little quick release mechanisms to attach it to our existing prototype tape gun so that we can test a number of designs very quickly from one to the other. So our Dimension 3D printer helps us decide which design iteration is truly the best for what we're trying to deliver.
We do the spade work, make a prototype, get it, feel it, test those buttons, see how things are flexing, and then make those changes, and it just improves the design that much faster. Make another prototype. So we can do many design iterations even in the same day sometimes.
It was important for Tape Wrangler to present potential clients with a prototype as close as possible to the finished product. They were proud to show their Dimension prototypes.
The quality of the end result of our prototypes out of the Dimension 3D printer is awesome. By the time we have that actual prototype in hand and we've done our branding labels, and then we take that into a potential buyer or a customer, they typically say that they just can't believe that it's not a production part.
Tape Wrangler has even used their dimension printer to create jigs and production templates that are used on their manufacturing floor. Now, with the addition of a Stratasys Fortis 3D production system, Rick and Wendy are changing the way they react to market realities and economic situations.
Direct digital manufacturing is awesome technology, but it only makes sense to a certain volume of parts. And then injection mold tools, they only make sense when you're looking for millions of parts. So the way that the economy has gone here is, how can we get in that sweet spot of producing 50,000 parts? So we don't need that big injection mold, and yet it's more parts than direct digital manufacturing. So we're actually using this technology with Stratasys to actually build the injection mold tools themselves. So we're developing rapid tooling or disposable tooling today.
We're using that manufacturing process to help bring our products to market, and it's been a game changer for us.
Stratasys systems can be a game changer for your organization too. Now, you can quickly create, design, and modify parts with the security of in-house production.
Our business wouldn't be where it is today without the technology that we've been able to utilize through our Dimension 3D printer and our Fortis 400. From our standpoint, it has opened up new doors, new opportunities, and will continue to play a huge role in our future.